Hello everybody and welcome to the Clueless Collective podcast, brought to you by the best three people in the world. Me, Ashen, Dawn, say hi.
Hello everybody, welcome.
And we have the other dude. Introduce yourself,
Hi,
other
guys.
dude.
Hey, I'm the famous Revanheart.
Ah, famous.
Revanheart?
Oh my
He's
god,
famous.
are you a Darth
Oh.
Lord?
Oh my Jesus.
god.
I may be, you know.
Alright.
Don't mess with me.
So, you can see our lovely faces now. You can wave now, guys. You can say hi. And
Hi.
we'll be getting into it. So, this week we have a lot to talk about. But not actually a lot happened this week in the world of gaming. So, we're going to be getting into it soon. You'll have to forgive us for being late. I've been very busy at work. And Dawn didn't put up a green screen. So, you can yell at her for that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's a very delicate operation.
It is a very
Things
delicate operation.
Must be done.
They must. They must. It is important to get things done on time because otherwise there wouldn't be a podcast. So this week's episode is called Space and Stardust, and you'll see why very shortly. How are you guys doing this week? You doing good? Had fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
It's,
say so.
it's been a quiet week in general,
Cool.
but not too much going on.
Nice. All right. So I shall move us into our next section, which is our week in gaming. So, guys, what has been going on in the world of Revanheart? Let
Well,
us know.
I have started to try out a little game called Eve Online.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
I never would
yes.
have guessed.
What is
I
Eve?
know. It is this space game, surprisingly.
Really? Space
It's
game,
essentially an
huh?
MMO. It's a massive MMO. I mean, when I say it's massive, it's incredibly massive.
So
Like,
it's
yeah, go on.
it's a massive multiplayer online.
Yes.
Ah,
Well, you can
okay.
do anything. You can literally do anything at Universe. It's crazy. I'm really surprised with how the amount of stuff that you can get. You can be a miner, bounty hunter. You can just go around exploring. You can literally do anything. Like
Yeah.
it's really easy to get into. I was surprised how easy it was to get from the
Really?
tutorial into the game,
Really?
and then
Yeah.
it goes. Well, now you've got this, and this to do if you want, or you can do this, and this. I mean,
You
it
can
actually gives
completely
you
ignore it.
instructions. Yeah, yeah.
It has this
And I like
famously steep learning curve, though. Like, from what I've heard of it,
Yeah.
it's like, you're in space, now mine the asteroid.
No,
There you go. Off
you
you
don't
go.
have to. If you want to just like fly around and get murdered, you can. You know,
I like this plan.
it's
like this.
it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Like
It's crazy.
if you just want to do basic flying around space and stuff, you're fine. You will get killed a few times, but
Yeah, I had to babysit Ashen's ship because he went out of the room and he was like,
Oh,
look after
yeah.
my ship. Every time the yellow thing comes up, press jump.
yeah,
Because it's jumping between warp zones. And then
Yeah.
it got stuck and I was like, there's nowhere to warp to. What do I do? There were all these ships around me. Luckily he came back.
It
before
was funny. So
catastrophic happened, but-
the basic idea is we were at our uni labs, so we were doing work, right? And we ordered food because we were going to be there late into the evening. So we decided to order some food. The food decided to show up like half an hour early. So I got the phone call saying, your food's here. And I'm like, right. I was 6 jumps away from like a docking station that was relatively safe. So I was like, do I keep staying here and miss out on food, or do I get food and not?
Priorities.
Yeah, so I convinced Dawn to just right-click the button and click jump, and then she started worrying because there wasn't any left.
I got people coming up telling me to, crash your ship or spend all your money, but no,
Yeah.
did I listen to them? I did
No.
not. I kept you safe, and
You
for
did,
that
you
should be
did.
grateful.
I am very
Shame.
grateful. My very cheap ship is fine. I'm
Oh,
glad. It
shame.
was insured, so even if you did like crash it into something and someone killed it, it'd be fine. But yeah, so
It'd be
Revan,
funny though.
Eve, you've been having fun with it then?
Yeah. Well, yes. I got more fun than I was expecting, and I think I will probably start playing it. But I don't want to get into this trap of just endlessly playing it and not being able to do other things or
mean
play
like
other
work?
games. Like
know-
work.
MMO gaming.
I know.
No.
Yes,
If
it
you
is.
think WoW is bad, you have no idea what Eve does to people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't get
have
hooked with
heard.
WoW. So.
Yeah. But
Great.
that's cool.
I'm looking forward to that. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
that's good. So Dawn, what have you been up to this fine
Hello.
week?
So we're not too much in the ways of gaming. I have been playing a bit of Skyrim Special Edition, and now, for the first time ever in my life, with mods, which I have never messed around with. Ash helped me set up a few essential mods, and then we
few.
have a lot of landscape mods, environmental mods, and yeah, I've never meddled with mods before because I just thought, oh, if it isn't in the standard game, then you shouldn't mess with the game because that's how the creators wanted it to be. Hipster.
Yeah,
ooh.
no,
But
Bethesda games
you
doesn't
know,
count.
it does look pretty awesome with the mods, I have to admit. And I was surprised by the amount of like storytelling mods there are. Like people have added entire new sections to the game, entire new quest lines and zones that you can go to. So if you've played the whole of Skyrim and you want more, it's there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
it's really fun to check out.
we went through Dawn's mod list. It was empty to begin with because she'd never used them, but she wanted to make it so that she could play games without affecting the storyline. So we only went for stuff like graphical or slight tweaks, stuff like giving characters the ability to have bags on them or something like that. Small changes that don't affect the gameplay too much. And yeah, I mean, the good thing is your new PC can handle
Oh yeah.
everything. I threw 4K textures at it. I threw like floral overhauls at it. I threw water overhauls at it.
I was like, Ash, do you think
Yeah.
do you think it could handle
Yeah.
this without overheating?
Didn't
You
even-
sure? And he was like,
Yeah.
fuck yes, it can.
Oh yeah, it can.
Yes, it can.
That thing is a beautiful creature. And yeah,
Yes, you are my
Right.
beauty.
not even a remote issue. It was at 60 the whole time.
I love it.
Wow.
It plays better
impressive.
than my PC does on like vanilla settings. So it's pretty good.
Not surprised.
Yeah, so you've been having a lot of fun with that, haven't you?
I have, yeah, special
Yeah.
edition.
You made some
Are you
new
gonna add
characters
anything
as
else?
well, yeah.
I might have a look at the mods and stuff. I like some of the follower mods as well.
You've got Inigo. You've got
I've
Inigo
got Inigo,
installed. Yeah.
the Khajiit. He's
Ah,
very funny.
good.
I will
Yeah.
meet him soon, I think. If I go to the right place, I will find Inigo.
Inigo, yeah. Rift in Jail. Is
Rift
where
in
he's at.
Jail.
Yeah, you got to break him out.
Ah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's
You got to play some more on stream.
Yeah,
So,
it's really good. I think the reason Skyrim is still so popular is because of mods. That's the only reason they even remastered it in the first place.
Same with Minecraft.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
if it was just the base game, people would have been like, that was cool, but I've had enough now.
Yeah.
But because they've released the ability to add mods, it just adds so much more to the game.
It does.
It's the
it
same
does.
with the Fallout series.
Yes,
Fallout's
Fallout
really-
is again a same deal. Mods make the games good. Yeah, like Killpon says in the chat, 64-bit support was added. Yes, so not only does Skyrim Special Edition have a slightly upgraded engine, so more mods can be made, or more types of mods can be made. Everything runs better. So in the original game, big cities such as Markarth and stuff like that, the performance was really bad in some places, even on really good PCs. They fixed all of the performance issues. Now you can get really good like frame rates and stuff, which is really nice to have because you want to be able to play the video games well. But yeah,
Definitely.
God love
so
the video
good.
game.
So you're probably going to be streaming more of that, aren't you?
I'm streaming tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So we're back to like normal-ish times. And one of them will be Skyrim. I haven't decided what I'm streaming tomorrow night yet.
very
but
good.
You guys might have opinions. So you want me to stream something? So let me know.
Yeah, no, that's good. Cool. And my week this week was also spent on EVE Online. I don't know if I spent more time on it than Revan did, but I definitely spent a fair amount of time. I've been working towards a nice new bounty hunter / exploration ship. So I've just got like scanners and stuff training up, which is cool. But yeah, so I'm not going to be able to stream this week because I have lots of work and uni stuff to do. Dawn, however, is basically going to be making up for that. So if you're not already followed, come follow this channel that you're on right now and watch Dawn. She's great. Look at her. There you go. Yeah, she loves it.
It's my
But yeah.
sexiest face.
Now that was your sexy face, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to
Crazy.
be streaming for the rest of this week, pretty much. But yeah, so that's our week in gaming. Now we shall move on to the more interesting one. It's the Kickstarter spotlight. So this week we have Agony. So Agony is a survival horror game. We've only seen the trailer so far, but it was one of the most backed games on Kickstarter of last month, I think. And I'll put a link in the chat for you guys, just so you can see.
It looks terrifying.
It looks horrifying. For those of you who are watching the VODs, the link will be there as well. Oh, I just flicked my curtain. Yes. So if you're watching on YouTube, the link will also be in the description down below. So don't worry if you guys can't watch live. Don't worry. Show notes will be there as always. Yeah, I think. See, survival is my thing. Horror is very much not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of scary games. But the thing is, it looks really well done. Like, the trailer alone looks like it's had a lot of effort put into it. And generally, that's a good sign of a well-built, like, campaign, at least. Because I find that a lot of the time, a game will have a really good logo, but then the trailer is awful.
Yeah, it's a mix with the indie horrors that come out. But the good thing about indies is that they generally tend to focus on atmosphere rather than having, like, you know, big set piece jump scare moments, which I think is actually scarier than the jump scares thing.
Yeah.
Like Outlast, I played and I enjoyed it, but it was mostly the parts where I was really scared were because of the jump scares, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't much of an atmosphere, which I think a lot of indie games do very well.
This looks really, really dark, and, you know, the trailer alone, if you guys haven't seen it, I would really suggest you go watch it after the podcast. The trailer, like, really emphasizes how, like, you're literally going through hell. Because, like, first you see your hands, and then you see your hands burn up, and then you see yourself fall through the depths. It's crazy, but it looks
casually
really cool. Yeah.
Going to hell.
And I think
not in VR.
Yeah, oh god. VR horror games terrify me. Yeah.
I do not want. Do not want. I'm so bad with horror games as well. Like, I don't revenue you a scaredy cat when it comes to horror games. I'm not really sure.
Yes.
He says.
I'm a terrible scaredy cat.
I was totally nodding the whole time. I just obviously you guys can't see me. But
I've never seen Revan play horror, but that is something I would
that's why.
hate to see.
Wait until I get good internet. I'll play Alien Isolation. My first stream when I get good
I
internet,
need to see
and I'll
that.
just be terrified. Oh,
I wouldn't even classify Alien as a scary game either. It's
but
more
it's the atmosphere again. You're essentially getting chased by the alien. And that is the scary bit.
Yeah, it's not even the alien itself. It's the idea that you're being chased. Yeah, that's
like,
good.
I'd argue in horror games, if you know what the monster is, it's less scary. Like,
yeah.
As soon as you've seen it, it's less scary. If you just think something is chasing you, then it's scary.
That's why Amnesia was good for when we did it. You remember when we did your first Facecam stream? Because I'd never played Amnesia before, so I had no idea what was happening going into it. And you had played it before, but it was terrifying still, because not only were you afraid, but you were also reacting to my reactions as well, which is
like, you'd
nice.
scream beside me and be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck? No, you screamed. That's why I screamed." I don't know why I'm screaming.
Yeah, it kind of follows on.
Hilarious.
But,
I'm so sad that we lost the video file for that.
I know.
But we have the video file, but it had some weird syncing issues.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to fix it, which is a shame. But yeah, anyway. So that's the Kickstarter spotlight for this week. If you guys are interested, go check it out, because, you know, it's always good to support new and upcoming stuff. You know, they're effectively what gives us a podcast to talk about. So go check that out if you're interested. And we shall move on to gaming news. Without a space. There we go. So, Dawn.
It needs a jingle.
Take us away. I know, I need to make jingles.
We do need jingles. Or else we're just going to have us going, gaming news. Every episode, which is what always happens.
Yeah. Anyway, Dawn, what's first up on the list of gaming news?
What is new in the gaming world? Well, some of you might know that it was the Golden Joystick Awards, which are basically, well, we have BAFTAs now as well, but it's basically gaming BAFTAs. And many things were decided. Actually, Overwatch won in a fair number of categories.
5.
The best original game, best multiplayer, best competitive, a few others as well.
Best
So
moment.
they did very well. Best gaming moment for play of the game. So, you know, that epic feeling when you're like, I was the best player. That was awarded the best gaming moment of this year, which I would say is fair. Also, Pokemon Go was called the most innovative game this year, which I would agree with because it kind of had that craze thing going on.
Yes, because of Pokemon.
Innovative.
It was something people hadn't seen before, or at least hadn't worked as well before, and
yeah,
then
it's
we
totally
realized
not like
it really didn't work.
It's totally not like Ingress was a thing.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
the game that is literally the
reskin.
same thing, just a reskin.
But as soon as you slap Pokemon in it, everyone wants it. Yeah.
Innovation.
And I'm very happy as well because you know who won the best gaming personality this year? Mr. Jesse Cox.
Yeah.
He deserves it. He's a babe.
I thought best gaming personality was Day 9.
Ah, no.
Oh,
Apparently
there was 2. So Day 9 won one. I can't remember what that was for.
I think maybe that's more like esports.
I think that might be creator or something of the year.
Up and coming YouTuber gamer. Is it
That's Jesse Cox.
one?
Yes. So he's upcoming, but
apparently.
the personality of the year was Day 9. He's a cool guy. If you guys haven't seen Day 9 stuff, right? Do yourself a favor, go sub to him on YouTube, because honestly I think he's one of the nicest, most approachable people in the entirety of the games industry, and his content is so good. He's such a nice person. Like,
I have a massive crush on him.
yeah, I have a massive crush on him.
You have a man
Screw
crush.
you, he's my next in line.
He's my hobby. Get out. But yeah, Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, also best storytelling, best visual design, which is very well deserved from what I
Definitely
hear.
deserves it. Yeah.
So you know, there's not any on here that I am, you know, really mad about. I mean, Firewatch won Best Indie Game Association with Kotaku.
That was going to be very good.
No.
It was meant to be very good, but people who played it said it was a bit meh.
I think it depends on how you kind of thought.
Best
the game
letdown
was.
of 2016. No Man's
Don't
Sky.
even mention.
Yeah, no, it's a rule, okay? Every week we will mention No Man's Sky. It's a rule. It's a personal rule. It has to happen.
It's getting
I mean, I don't see No Man's Sky on this list anywhere.
Yeah, it's almost like it wasn't a game.
No one
It
saw
was
this
more like,
coming.
it's almost like it was a tech demo. Yeah,
Good
no.
tech demo.
Yeah, well,
God.
debatable. Anyway, so the gaming Golden Joystick Awards. Overwatch is professional video games, as everyone expected. Literally everyone knew Overwatch was going to win at least something. So
I mean, it is a really good
Yeah.
game if you look at it. I mean, it's done so many good things in terms of innovating FPSs. So
yeah, even Stardew Valley's creator got an award as well, didn't
he
they?
did indeed.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy for, because like they put a lot of work into Stardew Valley. I'm glad that it got some recognition, because when that released, I remember we were all talking about it because I wanted to get it, and I'm pretty sure I bought it on the same day, and like it was totally worth it. Like everyone loves that game. I don't think I've seen a person that hates it. Maybe wasn't enjoying it, but they didn't hate it. I've not seen one person complain. I'm glad they got some recognition. But yeah, so that's the Golden Joystick Awards. So
Golden Joysticks. Yes.
next up on the Video Games Talkings is
That's a
Overwatch.
big one.
So this is
Who
one
would
of...
have guessed?
This is
Overwatch.
massive.
Yeah, us talk about Overwatch on a podcast. What? No. So Overwatch is getting a big update, and it's not something that you might have heard of. So for the first time in Overwatch history, there will be a hero with 2 ultimates, and that hero is Symmetra. So, if you didn't know already, Symmetra has long been in the works for a rework at Blizzard. They have said many times that they're not happy with where she was in the game, similar to how they reworked McCree. And Jeff Kaplan recently released a developer update on that. Go on YouTube, hit trending, it's at the top. And basically what it means is now Symmetra, well, before she had just her regular teleporter ultimate, she now has the option to switch between that or another ultimate called the Shield Generator. And what that does is it pumps out shield in a large AoE, Doesn't matter about line of sight, and will give you a shield attached to every person in that vicinity. Which basically means if you hide that away, you're going to be giving your teammates shield while they're holding a point or something. Basically makes her a bit more relevant during...
Yeah.
Because the thing is a lot of people would literally pick Symmetra, hold first point, set up teleporter. If that first point was lost, they just switch or not play her that way. So they've reworked that. They've also changed some stuff with the shield now. So she doesn't give shields to players by herself anymore. That's what her shield generator ultimate does. What she now has is almost like a mini Reinhardt shield, where she activates it and it pushes like this shield forward. It's like a mini Reinhardt shield with the turret at the back, and it just pushes forward. So which basically means that if you're behind your team and you're like rushing towards them and they're being attacked from the front, you can send out the shield and it will go through them in front of them and will keep going till it hits something. So you can basically block projectiles, which I think personally is a lot better than the way it was done before. What do you guys think about that?
I guess I like that. I think that's a great way to make her more useful. But as well as the turrets, they all 6, when you place your first 6, they don't have a cooldown now.
Yes. So
which is really annoying. I was defending a cart, I think, last night, where they just put all the turrets on the cart and they just wiped us because no one could actually get near them. Maybe because my teammates are poor, but get near the cart or do anything because she was just super OP. But then again, I think I'm glad that she's got some use now. I never liked the way she was. I don't think anyone liked the way she was before. It was just too simple, just too, I don't know, just awful. Just awful. I'm just glad that she's good now.
It was sad. You'd never see a Symmetra in a game, pretty much. And if you did, they'd switch after the first, 10 minutes. If it was on defense, they'd be like,
She was pretty squishy as well. She wouldn't really do anything. I mean, you have to get up really close.
She had limited uses, She had one job, basically. And it basically felt like if you killed someone, you got lucky. You were lucky enough to have them walk through that corridor which you lined up. She needed a rework. And I'm happy because she's one of those characters that I really wanted to play, but I just felt she wasn't viable. So I'm looking forward to giving her more of a go.
So that's the main change as well. So they also changed another feature as well. So what they did was they kind of sort of buffed her left click. So now it's got a slightly longer range, which is pretty sweet. So basically, now there's a little bit extra range there, which is cool. So I'm glad that's a thing. Because, Symmetra was one of those heroes. I liked playing her, but there was no point because you could be playing someone else that was better for that particular situation. So, so that's the Overwatch Symmetra reworks.
Yep.
They've also added a few social features as well.
Yes.
So now if you're playing in solo, say you're queuing solo, if you play with a group of people that you think are really good and you want to stay together, you can click a little box and it will group everyone that checked the box into a group together. So if you play on your own, but maybe you don't have friends to play with, but you want to keep playing with the team you're on because they're really good or something, or they're really friendly, you just click a box and everyone that clicks the box gets kept together. So
that's really nice because we've often played with people and be like, oh yeah, that guy was a really good sniper, and then you forget what their tag was or whatever and you can't add them.
Yes.
So it's good.
Good change.
That's a nice feature.
Yeah.
Also boop. Boop's a thing.
Also boop. Yes.
Boop. I love it.
Right. On to the next item, Dawn.
Which is also Blizzard related. We should call this the Blizzard podcast. But they are working on a secret project. We heard, I think the last time we did the podcast, that one of the very high up people from Warcraft was moving over to an unannounced project. I think that was Mike Morhaime. I think that's who it was.
Mike Morhaime, that's all.
Yeah. And they have, it's kind of leaked that they put up a job advertisement for 2 people. And people have kind of assumed from that it is some kind of first-person engine project. And the advert basically said an unannounced project in a first-person engine. So everyone's like, oh my god, Blizzard doing another FPS, and there's been some speculation about what it's going to be. Some people thought it might be like Overwatch content, like Overwatch DLC or something, but that's been kind of debunked because they said, oh, we're never going to do DLC for Overwatch. Some people thought, oh, is it going to be an Overwatch first-person shooter single-player campaign? Or something entirely different, which is what I expect from Blizzard. Like they just announced something, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't expect that. Like Blizzard doing an FPS wasn't something I ever expected. So we will see. We will see what this is. Very secret. Very secret.
Yeah. The day they announced Overwatch, my uncle was visiting from America, and he is a massive Diablo fan. So he was like, while he was in England, and he was like, oh yeah, I need to check like what's happening at BlizzCon, because like he loves the Diablo series, and at that point they hadn't released the latest thing yet. So what was cool was when we were there, we were sat down watching it, and they announced it, and I remember the time that they announced it, and I was like, wow. So I don't actually think this will be a first-person shooter. I think this is going to be a first-person story game. Because they haven't got an RPG or anything like that. They haven't got a first-person story game. They could, though.
Will it be something new? Will it be something new, or will it be like Warcraft or?
I think it'll be new. Whether it's related to the existing universe is different, but it's definitely going to be something. I don't think it'll be another shooter. I think they wouldn't do that yet.
They tend to, like, their trend so far is they're going to have one of each. They've got a card game, they've got a MOBA, they've got a first-person shooter, they've got an MMO. Like, it's going to be a different genre of some type. I'm thinking it might be a single-player game, but that would be really odd coming from Blizzard, because you think of them as these multiplayer big tycoons, you know, that's what they do.
Diablo is basically a single-player game. You can play Diablo.
Basically,
you can play Diablo 3 by yourself for the whole thing, and you can.
Whatever they do, it's gonna have some kind of connectivity.
Yeah. No, it's good. Cool.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
Right, Revan. What do you get to talk about? No spoilers.
Oh yeah.
I will kill you.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Can I at least show you the box?
You can
show the podcast the box.
If you've got the box, show the box.
I have the box.
Tell them what it is first.
Here it is. Oh. It's Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Pokemons?
What is this Pokemons? We're going to get flagged for copyright now because you've shown the box.
Yep, flagged.
Nintendo's going to ask for all of our non-revenue.
They can take it.
Yeah.
They can take it.
Cool.
Right.
You have it. I like it.
That's awesome.
Wow. Oh god.
I need a Pikachu.
Guys, I can also join this in. I've got my original Game Boy Color on screen. Oh, it's yellow. It's Pikachu yellow. It doesn't have Pikachu on it. I'm sad, but it's the original. This is my first ever games console. This is what I got Pokemon Crystal on and started my adventure into gaming. So, and it still works.
Just going to show the actual game. There we go. It's there.
Oh wow! Right, now we're definitely getting flagged for copyright.
I know. Sorry. Oh well, that's good.
So fun fact: Dawn's hat is getting green screened out. So you actually have Ghost Pikachu on your head.
Ghost Pikachu!
Oh, it's that new Pokemon, that weird...
Ghost Pikachu!
Oh, Mimikyu!
Mimikyu, that's it.
Yeah.
Invisible Pikachu.
Alright, you can take the hat off now.
Well, you can keep it on.
Well, unless she wants to lose half of her head on screen.
Pikachu.
Yeah, so, let's know. How's it been? Without spoilers. No spoilers allowed.
I mean, I'm only starting the... apparent 2-hour tutorial. So I haven't really played a lot. But it's really good. I think I love the 3D-ness. It makes it look like more of a JRPG.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird for Pokemon.
Makes it look
That's
more like a JPEG.
real new step. A JPEG, yeah.
Yeah, it's an image now. No,
it's an image now. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the game is. Yes.
I do like the fact that now the models are actually human-shaped and not bobblehead.
Yeah. They run weird, though.
Yeah.
They kind of run a bit weird. But
I mean, it's still Nintendo.
I know, but, they might get... Game Freak might actually do something next year,
Maybe.
Put one table. Amazing. So, yes, it's still a Pokemon game, but it's really different, actually.
Yeah.
Because you don't necessarily have any gyms, do you? It's not.
I don't
They're
know.
not really. I don't think they're really. I haven't got to that point yet. See, I don't even know these things because I didn't really want to. I didn't want to have spoilers.
Yeah, me too.
But it plays all right. I mean, my starter is Lytton. I can tell you that.
Thank
You
God.
know the starters.
I think that's allowed. Yeah.
That's allowed, okay.
Yeah.
And Lytton is adorable. I'm never gonna let Lytton evolve.
No,
That's it
God,
for
no.
Lytton.
No, keep him as the little baby cat.
I'm not doing it.
Turns into
Yeah.
that great big like hulking muscle
Ugh.
tiger cat thing. It's like why?
But
Give
it's
me back
not
my kitty.
firefighting. Thank God.
Mm.
It's not
No, it's
firefighting type.
Fire Dark. It's
Oh.
really good. I'm so glad that you have a Fire Dark.
Yeah.
No.
The only other fire dark was Houndoom. That's
Yeah,
the
but-
only other fire dark type. So I'm
I
glad
never
we got
liked
one.
him. I never even used him. I just,
Yeah,
No.
it's good. Yeah,
But,
so
yeah,
that's the
game.
thing.
Really enjoying it. I'm going to play some more after, before Overwatch.
Yeah,
And it's just going to get better. I think it's just...
I've had a really hard
I
time.
can't tell you. Yeah, I can't tell you much about the. Unless you mute me, I can talk about.
No.
Spoilers!
No spoilers. No spoilers allowed.
Can't ruin it.
All
for
right.
good
Well,
people.
I think you'll like one part of the game.
Yeah, I hope so. I haven't seen it. It's been really hard as
know.
well because I work in game, so I have to sell Pokemon Sun and Moon. I was at the midnight launch for the game, right? There were people outside the shop at 10:30 in the evening. Before we don't even open the doors till 11, so they came in. They hang around for like an hour. There's queues out the door for this game. And it was crazy. And the thing is, I had to try and avoid spoilers for the entire thing because I don't get to play it till Christmas. So it's like, oh no, don't tell me anything. And the thing is we have these strategy guides at work. It's literally, it's a binder-sized book for £15. And it has everything you could possibly need to know about the game. Has a map inside as well. And the thing is we're basically running out. And like it's such a shame because the company messed up. We were supposed to get them in for the midnight launch and they didn't arrive. So they've only been here today and they're almost gone today. Like I can just imagine if we had them on launch, like oh my god, they'd be gone. But they're so good and I'm really hoping that when I get to play Moon finally, because I got Moon obviously, I just want to play a Pokemon game again. It's my childhood.
Aww.
I know.
It's good. It'll really give you shivers.
The
story's meant to be extremely good as well.
I need Pokemon in my life, okay? I cannot live... If Game Freak ever shut down, I'm quitting life.
I think most people would.
Yeah.
I
so-
just curl up in a ball and cry.
Yes, so that's Pokemon Sun and Moon. We're not spoiling anything because we're not like that. If you want spoilers, you can look anywhere else on the internet. And so we'll move on from that. Next up
What's next?
is my favourite thing of this. This is probably my favourite story of this week, and it will be surprising for a lot of you. The story is about EA, and it's not a bad
Yay.
thing.
My favourite company.
So this is the EA that has screwed over consumers for years, and they've actually done something pro-consumer, right?
Oh my
I know.
God.
Like, hold back your disbelief because they've actually done something that doesn't
believe
benefit
this.
them at all.
I don't believe this.
Is
This
that
is a
me?
lie.
It's crazy. So,
Are you lying to us?
no, this is completely 100%
Are you sure?
factual. So,
Holy
EA have announced new disclosure rules for their sponsored content. So what that basically means is they have said any streamer, YouTuber, vlogger, whatever, who gets any form of support or contact with EA during a game release or game promotion, they have to watermark their content to say either sponsored by EA or in partnership with EA. And it has to do that, otherwise it breaks their terms. And you know what? I'm glad. I genuinely am happy about that. Because looking through the information they posted, none of it benefits them. It's literally all for the consumer. It's so the consumer knows that it's sponsored content, so there might be a bias towards it. It's so that they know that what is being shown is at least being approved of by EA. And it's nice to see that EA have actually tried to step up. And this isn't the only thing about EA we're talking about today. We've got another story later up, which is again pro-consumer. And it's really scary to think what happened between 2015 and the start of 2016. Because something happened, because this shouldn't happen. Hell was frozen over.
I think they've had a massive reshuffle at the top.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
they must have realised that they cannot do what they've been doing anymore, or else they're just going to lose customers. They're going to lose business. Finally, maybe this is the starting point for other big franchises and industries and businesses to actually watermark content like this. Maybe it's the start of something a lot bigger. But it's fantastic news, and from EA.
It is.
I mean,
exactly.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, like it's so unexpected as well. They just announced it. They didn't. There wasn't any reason. Like obviously they still screw people over. Like the Titanfall 2 release, which could have gone so much better, but they know they did it intentionally to just supplement sales in case COD did really well.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. They've at least done something that benefits the consumer and doesn't benefit them, because they could just not do that and let people buy the game over and over and over and over and over. And this doesn't apply to people who buy the game with their own money and play it and stream it or anything. So it doesn't apply to anyone that just plays the games and streams them or whatever. It only applies to the people that are working directly with EA, which is good. I'm glad that they're doing this and they're going to enforce it. They said so. That's good. And it feels dirty saying EA did something good. After 3 years in a row of winning the world's worst company, I don't feel right saying that, but it's the truth.
Oh, man.
So yeah, and we have another story later on about EA as well, that they've done something else, which is crazy. But anyway, we'll move on from that for now. I'm very curious to see what you guys' opinions are in the audience or on the YouTube VOD. If you are, if you're watching, I'd like at least if you want to comment on the video, or if you're in chat now, just post something, because I kind of want to touch on that at the end of the podcast, because I want to know what your guys' opinions on that are. Anyway, moving on. Next up, Total War.
Total War.
Total War.
So, it's been announced that they are working on a new one.
Oh
I am
boy.
More
big
war.
fan of Total War.
Yeah, great
Ever since
franchise.
Medieval 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. But the one thing the main reason why it's on here is because they are interested in doing something different.
Ooh.
In a different time period.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking maybe they're going into the modern era, because they've always been like medieval
stuff,
Napoleonic, and even going back to early medieval with
The only way they
Attila,
can
and
go,
then,
really.
I know they have to go forward.
Yeah.
And maybe it's science fiction. It could be anything.
I mean, they already did
They
Total
haven't-
War Warhammer, so that's a
it'd be
start
fantastic.
towards modern time stuff. So yeah, you're very right. It's that could be interesting.
Exactly, and I can't wait to give it a go, because I think I liked Attila, but it still had some problems, and I think the AI are possibly getting better now. Apparently Warhammer was meant to be very good.
Yes,
saw
I
a
only
report
heard.
that.
I only heard
And
good
that was
reviews
something
from
different.
that. Yeah.
Doing fantasy was very different from what they'd done before.
Exactly.
I think they picked the perfect game to capture both audiences there,
Yeah.
because Warhammer is all about controlling your armies and forcing fights and big scale warfare, and Total War is the best series to do that for.
Exactly.
Like they basically sold the game themselves just by existing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So imagine a World War One Total War. That'd be great. Just in that kind of.
We need more World War One games. Battlefield 1 is really good. We need more.
Everyone
we
loves
need more
World
historical.
War One for some reason. I mean, it's
Yeah.
coming back now. So.
I think people
Yeah.
just don't want to forget about it.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah. Cool. So that's Total War. What's next up, Revan?
Oh, it's me again.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been playing a little bit of Dishonored 2. I bought it. Well, actually, I bought the collector's edition.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, collector's.
Because I
edition,
convinced
which
you.
is
Get you.
I can't get the box. But yes,
jelly.
it's not very expensive.
So what did you get
But
in
I
it?
have. I got Corvo's Mask, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I could go get it.
I'm
but
going to
it's
test
so
you
much
now
fun.
because I know this. I needed to know this
I got
works.
her Emily's ring,
Yes.
and that
Yeah.
is cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't intend to
Can I
wear
have
it.
it?
But there you go. Yeah, you can do. Sure.
Hey, the only one who gets to give you a ring is me. All right.
Damn it. I was
It's in a
hoping I'd be
lovely
able to
box.
get out of it. Be like,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no escape.
I'll give you the ring first, or you know.
Oh,
What?
you see.
What else? Which I haven't got up yet. That's really good. It looks very nice. It had. I think that's it. That's it. That's all it had. And a game.
Steelbook. You get the steel case as well.
Steel case.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so shiny, isn't
It
it?
is.
Oh,
It's so,
yeah.
so nice.
And you get you got the collector's edition as well, which also gives you Dishonored 1 remastered, doesn't it?
Yeah, awkward moment. I already had that. But, you know.
Yeah, but it's
Don't
good.
worry, I got.
You just had to be
the
fancy.
charm.
So, amidst
Yeah,
the terrible performance,
Yes,
what has your
Which has
experience been? Which has been patched.
it has been patched. Yeah.
So that's fixed now. So if
last
you've
night,
been holding off, go and get it now because it's working now.
incredible.
But what's the game like?
Just incredible.
No spoilers.
Great. I mean, great.
Oh, I think Revan's
Oh.
dead.
Rip.
Rip Revan.
Her powers are just
he's-
incredible.
He's back.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh,
You
back now.
you died.
Nice. So-
All we heard was powers are incredible, which does sum
They
up
are.
Dishonored pretty
Who's
well.
seen
but-
Emily?
It is.
Yes, Emily's powers.
Yeah, I was. I mean, Emily is just an incredible character. I love her sass. That's great.
Ah, yeah.
But I know. But I found out over the first 2 missions that I'm awful at Dishonored 2. I'm awful at sneaking. I'm awful at just playing the game.
Yeah.
So I get into the room and I try and be stealthy and cool and, you know, use my powers effectively. No, I just go and kill people randomly and just, yeah. That's going to change, I'm sure. It won't.
Yeah.
But you played the mansion at EGX, and I am on that
I
point.
did. Oh,
and it
Clockwork
is
Mansion is
incredible.
so good.
It's
So it's
incredible.
not spoilers, by the way, guys, because it's the part of the game they decided to demo to people. So you've probably already seen it. So it's not like we're spoiling anything for that.
That maze is so hard.
I know. Oh, but it's so
It's
pretty.
harder.
It's so
You
pretty.
think it's hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I love the style. But with the actual clockwork enemies that you have to
Yeah.
fight, it's even harder. I think I've gone in unprepared. I cannot
Yeah.
defeat them. I have to sneak around them, and I'm awful at sneaking. So, well, that's gonna be fun to
Yeah.
play now. But yeah, definitely pick it up if you haven't got it now. Just
Yeah.
go for it. It's an incredible
I
game.
want it.
Yeah.
I
You
haven't
have to
played
get
the first Dishonored yet.
I know.
It's one of those games that I picked up because I was like, yeah, I know this is a really good game. I got it at Steam sale years ago, and I still just haven't got around to playing it. It was like one of the first things, like fairly early on when I started YouTube. I was like, oh, maybe I should do a playthrough series of this, and then I decided it was too long and people wouldn't watch till the end.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that I've been wanting to play for so long.
I mean, you watch me play through it, at least the first part, and everyone was. So I had a bunch of people in the stream chat because they were interested, and what ended up happening was I started the game. I sneezed,
Bless
And
you.
then you sneeze.
and then I
Sorry.
sneezed, and then I said, right, I'm gonna get out really stealthily. First thing that happens, I murdered someone, and I'm like, I pressed the wrong button.
I don't
No.
blame you. Murder is just too much
Yeah,
fun.
but
It is really
it's
fun.
cool. Yes, also the price has gone down for Dishonored as well, I think, which is
is it?
pretty
Oh,
good.
awesome.
$30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you get it.
I can get so the collector's edition was £80, I believe.
Yeah.
I can get it for 48 because of staff discount.
Damn it, Ashley.
But I can't get it right now. But I really want to get it. But I also don't want to
You
get
have
it
to
because
get
that's still a lot of money. But
Money.
it's good. But yeah, so Dishonored 2, if you haven't seen it, go check out like the trailers and stuff. They've still done it, so you can finish the whole game without killing a single person. And that was with either character as well, which I really like. I really like the fact they've made it so it's possible on both characters to do that. But yeah, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out because it's cool.
Definitely.
Yes, do it.
Right, next on the list of the things we shall talk about is the second EA thing that they've done well. Origin, not only did it get reworked with the design a few weeks ago that we talked about on the podcast, they've now added wish lists and game gifting.
They're just trying to be Steam now, aren't they?
They are, well, I mean, they're like the number one competitors to Steam right now is Origin.
Well, yeah,
and they're doing
Only because they make their games exclusive.
Yeah, they do.
If it wasn't for that, they would... No.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is it does work for them, you know, they've got their own thing going on. But now you can have a wish list on your user account and you can gift games to people, which is a big deal because before you couldn't do that. If you wanted someone to have the game, they had to buy the game themselves, which kind of sucked if you were getting someone a present. Like, you couldn't gift someone Battlefield 1, for instance. Now you can. I think that's really cool. I'm glad to see they're making a big change to Origin and how it works, to encourage more people to use it.
Good platform.
Yeah.
In some ways. But,
Yeah.
you know.
It's alright.
It could use work still, but as things go, it's doing okay. They're doing a lot better now than they were before, and I think that's a good thing no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
They're trying.
They're trying. Yes, they
Let's
are
give them a
trying.
gold star.
You get a star.
You get a star, yay.
Yeah, so that's the Origin changes. Next up in the podcast is everyone's favourite section because they get free stuff. It's freebies. Oh
yeah.
yeah. So this week's freebies we have EVE Online bonus rewards. So we have a referral code here for EVE Online. So if you don't know already, EVE Online went free to play. So you can play the game for free. And you only have to subscribe if you want to get access to the other... You get access to 24 ships to begin with. If you subscribe, you get access to like 300 different ships. And there are some restrictions, but you can effectively play the game if you just want to meddle with, like, you know, mess around in it and stuff. You can do that. So we have a referral code for you guys. It is good. /Ashen Gaming. Link is in the chat as always.
Free stuff.
So you get some skill points towards your account if you sign up with that link. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to do that at all. If you do decide that you upgrade your account to the Omega version, which is the paid subscription, I do get a bonus, so I get 30 days game time. I'm just saying that now in case anyone gets on my back.
Where's the watermark, Ashen?
Where's the watermark? Damn it! Yes, so I do get 30 days game time if you use that link. So keep that in mind. If you're not interested, don't worry about it. If you are, go for it. And the second thing is we are doing a giveaway today for Nilihumbra.
Nihilumbra.
Nihilumbra. Yeah.
Nihilumbra.
Yeah. So if you guys have ever seen Limbo, it's a black and white game. Nihilumbra is a bit different to Limbo in the sense that, you know, it's a slightly different aesthetic. I say slightly different. It's kind of hard to explain how it's different from Limbo. It's still like a platformy black and white game, but there's also some colour involved, so you're not just like in pure black and white like Limbo was. And there's a bit more of a story element to it, like you've got more interaction on the screen. But if you guys are interested in that, we're giving away a copy. All that it takes to enter is you have to type !Limbo, because it's easier to type than Nihilumbra. So all you have to do is type that in, and we'll enter you in. So do that.
Do it.
Also
But
realized...
it's not Limbo. It's Nihilumbra.
Yes, it's not Limbo, but it's effectively Limbo. So if you like Limbo, you'll like this, basically.
Nihil means nothing in Latin.
Yeah.
Umbra means one in Latin.
Yes,
so are they trying
basically.
to... Is the name no one?
Yeah, basically that's what it is.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah, just you might have to redo it if you've already done it because it bugged out a bit. So the game is Nihilumbra. I will link it the Steam page as well, so you guys can have a look at it, see what you think of it. Go check it out. It's a cool game. I've actually played it. I didn't play much of it, but I have played it. I actually did a review on a game very similar. I can't remember what it was called though. I did it a while ago.
What? Toby?
Toby, yes. Toby's Secret 9.
Toby and the Secret Mine.
Yes,
Yeah, I've played that as well.
That's
Yeah.
also very similar. That's a good game. It's quite cool.
Oh my god, the rate.
It makes
I've never been so frustrated by a game.
It's really good at making you really angry.
It's like past Ori levels.
Oh, yeah.
There's a final fight where there's 3 different guys and they're all on different pedestals and you have to go up the ramps to get to them.
Yeah.
But there's these swinging saws and like the people throw explosives, and it's like you memorize the whole fight and you know what you have to do, but it's just these stupid little things that get you each time, even if you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Oh, and it doesn't save. If you basically have to kill both of the guys on each side before you get to the center guy, and it doesn't save if you manage to kill one of them.
God.
Yeah.
It doesn't save if you die before you kill
I
the
couldn't
second
do that.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I'd rage.
Yeah, luckily Nihilumbra isn't like that. So
Nihilumbra.
don't worry about if you found
Yes.
Limbo too hard or Toby in the Secret Mine too hard, don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It's not that hard. It's a bit more forgiving on the platforming side and stuff like that. But it's really good to check out. So while we do that and everyone's entering in a way, lovely, we will talk about the question of the week. Now the other guys don't know what this is because I didn't actually write it down because I've been very tired. The question of the week is, what are your guys' thoughts on the new changes EA are bringing in? Specifically, the disclosure rules for streamers and YouTubers, and also the wishlisting and gifting on Origin. I want to know your thoughts, because I feel like that's an interesting topic to talk about. What are your guys' opinions on it? Think it's good? Think it's not good?
That's interesting.
I'm glad it's happening. It's taken them a very long time to realise that they need to step up their game, but they are doing it.
I mean, is it too little too late?
I don't think so, you know? Not with Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 releasing. I think that's really helped get a lot of new users in. Especially because
actually thinking about they've got some nice games coming out in the next year. I mean, they've got two Star Wars games that are just going to be incredible. Apparently.
Now we need to see Ubisoft step up their game, because their client is awful. God, like,
I mean, Ubisoft in a nutshell.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's nice of them to give away a free game every month up until next month. You know, like they did for from like June onwards. It was nice of them to give away a game each month, but the client is absolutely awful to use. It's painful almost. So I'd rather, like, my order of preference on clients is like Steam, Origin, Uplay, you know. So yeah, but cool. Any other thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's generally a good thing. I'm fed up with the YouTube videos where they're obviously sponsored. Like, this is awesome. This is awesome.
I found this really good lottery website.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Bringing that one back, are we? But no, I find it really cheesy when people try and pretend they're not sponsored when they are.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
As if it's, I prefer it when YouTube's at the start of the video go, hey, look, this is a sponsored video, but I actually really like this product. Yeah. That's why I'm using it, or whatever. Why I'm showing it to you guys.
I have a problem with YouTubers and stuff specifically, where what they'll do is they'll put a massive description, and then right at the very bottom they'll say this video was done in partnership with so and so. Nothing on the screen, nothing in the title, nothing in the description until the very bottom. That bugs me. And
as long as it's there, it's fine.
Yeah, but as long as you say hashtag ad and put it in the title and say it in the video, there can't be really any complaints other than people hating sponsored content. But hey, people gotta make a living, all right?
I mean, there is kind of an upside for EA, isn't there? Because it's like they're linking themselves with these popular personalities who might be advertising their products. They're hey, this person belongs to us. They're part of us because they're advertising for us. So there is that side.
And it also benefits in the sense that the consumer is going to be happy that they're actually doing that change. So they're going to be happy that the company is going, yes, this is sponsored. We don't want you to be confused by this. We are sponsoring this streamer. That's what I like.
Yes.
But yeah, all right. So entries are going to close very soon. Ooh. You have 1 minute left. So if you guys haven't already, it's !Limbo to enter the giveaway. If you win, you get a copy of Nihilumbra that isn't Limbo, but is basically Limbo. It's easier to type in !Limbo. Trust me, it is. So if you guys are interested, we're calling votes in a minute or so's time. We hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast this week. We're sorry we were late a bit. Wasn't much we could do. Blame Dawn.
Always.
And hopefully we should be on as per normal next week, 7:30 GMT till 8:30 GMT. As always, we'll be giving away a free game, no problems. And yeah, hopefully everyone had fun. The VODs will be going up on YouTube soon, I promise. I have so much to get through. I have so much backlog to put through, but we will get there. And yeah, so hopefully everyone had fun. I am calling the giveaway now, so no more entries. Revan's enjoying his screams.
I'm just laughing at chat.
There's screen. That's my second monitor. This is my main monitor. Just so you know, Sophia.
Yes, so
When you see the laptop, we can see.
you have
in the
one
window,
last
it's
chance to enter the
bright.
giveaway! Limbo, and then I'm calling it. So I'll give another 30 seconds to be fair.
Go on, Ristic. You know you want to win a game.
Ristic has a chance.
Come on.
Ristic,
All right.
when near
When it
Harborough,
hits
which-
30,
like-
when it hits 8:30, I'm calling it there. So we got
Serious
15 seconds left, and then I'm calling the winner. Because then we can finish on time for once, which would be nice. I know.
God.
Us finish on time, do an actual full-length show? What?
That's crazy.
Crazy times were had.
Okay.
No, unfair.
No. I said a minute. Right. Deadline. Cut.
You've done it.
You were just
You've
in
done it.
time, Ristic. I'd like to point that out.
It's still going to be Ristic the
Okay.
way.
See, Ristic typed it in with a capital letter.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Dude,
Caps,
I
two
think
caps,
I
two
think
caps,
I
two
think
caps,
I think if he types it in again with the proper thing, I'll let him off because
He did
Yeah.
30
he did
seconds.
type it in time. So he
Attention.
might need to type it in again
Without the
It's
capital.
done.
without the capitals, yeah. But he did enter, that's fair. That fair's fair, you know, he did technically enter. It's just a casing issue, so we'll let him in. It's fair.
Sophia, it's fine.
It's
God.
fine. It's fine.
Cool, keep it chillo.
Alright.
Calm down.
Cool. Alright, so Ristix, if you want to type it with the lowercase, there you go.
There we
Okay,
go.
cool. Right, that's it.
Bad.
It's done. And the winner is, can we get a drum roll, please? The winner is Ristix. Congratulations. That's awkward. No, you entered in time. You're perfectly entitled to winning. So congratulations. We will give you your code after the stream, and you are entitled to that. If you guys didn't win in chat, don't worry. You come back next week, you might win another game.
I'm just waiting for Nero's reaction.
Oh yeah. Oh no, there it is.
I won't be Sophia.
There it is. No.
Oh,
So
Nero.
if you didn't win this week, don't worry. We're giving away more games. We give away a game every week. So if you really want to win free stuff, show up. That's all you have to do. You just have to be there and enter when we say so, and that's it. But yeah, so I think, guys, it's time for us to bring the outro music in that you can't hear, but I can hear, and it's very good.
Ooh.
Thank you everybody for coming. We hope you enjoyed. We really, really do. We try to make this fun and enjoyable for everyone, even if the giveaways are rigged. They're not, by the way. Just throwing
I
that
win all
out
the
there.
games.
They're
No
not
one
rigged.
actually wins any of the games. I get all the codes.
But yeah, so we'll be back next week as always. Wednesdays, 7:30 GMT to 8:30 GMT. I hope you had fun. My name is Ashens. The others are going to introduce themselves or not.
My name is Greg.
Greg. The other one.
I'm Dave.
Silent. Okay, there you go, Dave. Cool. So we will see you guys next week. We hope you had fun, and I will see you all very, very, very soon. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.